In part 1, we are going to sketch the graph of y is equal to f3x plus 2. And there are two transformations that are existing in this set of transformations. We are going to first determine which transformations to do first. And according to the rule that we have been discussing on the Achevas TV, what we will do is we will start with fx, and we're going to try to one by one replace x with a transformation that we have discussed in this. So for example, for what I'm seeing there, I'm going to replace x here by x plus 2 first, which will be giving me x plus 2 here, replacing this x by x plus 2. And according to the rule that we have discussed, if our objective is to just be replacing the alphabet x, then what I'm going to do is I'm going to replace this x by 3x, which will then give me a 3x plus 2. This rule is so useful in terms of us determining which transformations to do first. Okay, so we will be doing the plus 2 first, then after that the 3x. So for the plus 2, it is going to be a translation of 2 units in the negative x direction. So let's sketch it here. The graph of y is equal to fx plus 2. So taking what we have here, we are going to be translating it by 2 units, and I think it is always a good habit for us to be sketching in the asymptotes first before we sketch in the rest of the graph. So let's sketch in the asymptotes. We have a horizontal asymptote here. This horizontal asymptote is y is equal to 2. The vertical asymptote is going to be translated by 2 units in the negative y direction, negative x direction. So we have our vertical asymptote, which is going to be now at x is equal to minus 1 minus 2. So it's x is equal to minus 3. And this portion of the graph is still going to be similar. It's going to be like this. As for this portion, let's be a bit careful, okay? Because it's going to be swinging down, and this time from the origin, it is going to be translated by 2 units in the negative y direction. So when it swings down, it will be cutting a point, where this point will now have an x coordinate of minus 2, 0. And for the minimum point that we are seeing here, the minimum point has an x coordinate of 2, which means that if you were to be translating it by 2 units, now 2 will become 0, which means that the minimum point will now be on the y-axis. So let me swing this all the way down to this point here, minimum point, and we are going to swing this back up, tending towards the horizontal asymptote this way. And this point was originally at the origin. Now it becomes a point with a coordinate of minus 2, 0. And this point, which was previously 2, minus 8, will become a point 0, minus 8. And this point, which was previously 6, 0, 6 minus 2, it will become 4, 0. So now this is the graph of y is equal to fx plus 2, and we are going to be replacing x by 3x, which means that it is going to be a scaling by a factor of 1 over 3 parallel to the x-axis, right? So this is my final graph. Y is equal to f3x plus 2. Again, let's sketch in all the asymptotes first, okay? Horizontal asymptote will remain, so I'm going to sketch in this. Okay, and here we have a y is equal to 2. Vertical asymptote, it is going to be scaled by a factor of 1 over 3. So minus 3 multiplied by 1 over 3 is going to become minus 1. So we will have a vertical asymptote here. Vertical asymptote, and now it becomes x is equal to minus 1. Okay, we multiply this by 1 over 3. Then for this portion of the graph, it will look similar to the original one, like this. And I'm going to swing this down and go back up again. And when I swing this down, this point here, originally it was minus 2, 0, and now it will be minus 2 over 3. Okay, we are multiplying all the x coordinate here by 1 over 3 to scale it by 1 over 3 parallel to the x-axis. So coming down here, we have here, cutting here, and then going all the way back down and going back up again here. And now this point here will have a coordinates of minus 2 over 3, 0. Okay, it is synchronizing to this, but we are multiplying the x coordinate by 1 over 3. So what do we get when we multiply 0 by 1 over 3? It is going to be equal to 0. So this point that is here, it will be 0 and minus 8, no change. As for this point, multiplying 4 by 1 over 3, we are going to have this as 4 over 3, 0. And this will be the graph of y is equal to f3x plus 2. Now let's move on to part 2 of this question. Let's sketch the graph of y is equal to 1 over fx in this part 2 of the question. And we know that there are certain features that are on this graph that can be deduced simply by memorizing a bit of how features that are on this graph are going to be transformed over. For example, asymptotes will be 1, horizontal asymptote will become a horizontal asymptote, and the labeling of this horizontal asymptote will be the reciprocal of this value. Here is 2, here is going to be half. So we will have a horizontal asymptote, y is equal to half. Let me sketch it in here. So we have a y is equal to half. And vertical asymptote will become x-intercept. We have a vertical asymptote, x is equal to minus 1. We will have x-intercept here as minus 1, 0. And the next thing that we will try to work on through a bit of memorization work will be working on the xy intercepts. There are only two, which are these two over here. X-intercept will become vertical asymptote. When x is equal to 0, it will become a vertical asymptote, x is equal to 0. X is equal to 6 will become a vertical asymptote, x is equal to 6. Let me sketch it in here. So let's say we have it here. This will be x is equal to 6. And after we have finished all this, what we are going to try do is to use a bit of our analytical skill to try to transform points that are on here over here. So for example, if I have a point 2, minus 8, where fx is equal to minus 8, and on this graph, the y-coordinate will be a reciprocal of fx, which is going to be a reciprocal of minus 8, which means that for this particular point here, when it is being transformed, it is going to become a point 2 minus 1 over 8. So it is going to be somewhere here. Let's say a point that is here. So 2 minus 1 over 8. We're going to repeat this for all the points that are here. But of course, we don't have every single point that is on here. So for some of the points that are, for example, near to certain features that is on this graph, we are going to assign an arbitrary value to a possible coordinates that is around that area, and they are going to try to do a transformation based on that arbitrary coordinate. For example, if I were to go all the way to the left here, I can try to imagine an arbitrary coordinate of a point that is here, which is very much to the left. So for example, minus 100, and it is a bit above 2. So for example, 2.1. And I know that a point that is here, let's take note, this is just an arbitrary coordinate, okay? It's not as if we know the exact coordinates, but it is good enough for us to do a bit of imagination on how a point that is like this is going to be transformed. So when this point is being transformed, it will become minus 100 and 1 over 2.1. Okay, we are doing exactly the same thing as this. So for a point that is this, minus 100 and 1 over 2.1, it is going to be a point that is just below half. So maybe somewhere here. And from here, it is going to be linked to this point. So we are going to just connect it down to here. And as it progresses towards the right, it is coming close to x is equal to 0. We are curious, okay, about how the graph is going to be behaving just before x is equal to 0. So just before x is equal to 0, let's look at this again. Just before x is equal to 0, maybe a point that is here, just before x is equal to 0. And for this point, let me assign to this an arbitrary coordinate also, just before 0. Let's see, just below 0, how about negative 0.1? Okay, so let's say the x coordinate is negative 0.1. How about the y coordinate? The y coordinate here is just above the x axis. So we can go for maybe 0.01 as the y coordinate. So for a point that is like this, it is going to be transformed over here to become a negative 0.1. And for the y coordinate, it will be reciprocal, right? It will be 1 over 0.01 and it will be 100. So I'm going to try to sketch a point that is simulating this here, negative 0.1 and 100, maybe somewhere here. So now I can join this to that point. So from here, we will just go all the way up. I'll do likewise for the rest of the graph by assuming some arbitrary values for the coordinates that are near the graph which I'm analyzing. If I don't have the coordinates, or if I have the coordinates, I will just do the actual transformation. And of course, when I have the actual coordinates and I do the transformations, let's remember to indicate the coordinates here also, okay? But for the arbitrary ones, okay, let's not indicate the points here because they are just based on our imagination. So to the right-hand side of x is equal to 0, to the right-hand side of the y-axis, I'm going to poke a point here again. Okay, and I'm going to try to assign to this point an arbitrary coordinate. It's just slightly to the right-hand side of the y-axis. Maybe I can go for a 0.1 as the x-coordinate. And as for the y coordinate, it's a bit negative, so negative 0.01. So for this point that is here, if I were to let it go through a transformation, maybe it is going to become a 0.1 and minus 100. And I'm going to try to sketch this here. So 0.1, negative 100, maybe somewhere here. And from this point, it is going to be joined to here. So we have here joining to this. And after that, the graph is slowly going to move towards x is equal to 6, to the left-hand side of x is equal to 6 here. Okay, this is a point that is just to the left-hand side of x is equal to 6. So for this point that is here, maybe I can assign an arbitrary coordinate to this point that is just before 6 as maybe 5.9, and the y coordinate can be negative 0.01. And as it goes through the transformation, it will become 5.9 and minus 100. So 5.9 and minus 100 is somewhere here. So from here, we will link it back down to a point that is like this. Then to the right-hand side of 6, I'm going to try to assign arbitrary coordinate to this point as maybe 6.1, and the y coordinate wise is a bit above at the x-axis, so let's say 0.01. So for this, when it is being transformed, it will be 6.1 and 100. Okay, I'm going to sketch this. So 6.1, 100, maybe somewhere here. And finally, I'm going to let it come back to the horizontal asymptote. So I'm going to go for a point that is pretty much to the right. And for this point that is here, we can go for, let's say, an x-coordinate of 100 and a y-coordinate of something that is just below 2, let's say 1.9. And for this point, when it is being transformed, it will become 100 and 1 over 1.9. 1 over 1.9 is going to be a value that is just above half. So for this point, 100, 1 over 1.9, maybe just somewhere slightly above y is equal to half. So from this point, we will draw here to connect it to this. And this will be our graph of y is equal to 1 over fx.